So thank you again for sending those out to us. I'm really looking forward to get into the Chardonnay. I'm going to get into the Chardonnay before next week because I can, and the Rosé as well. So thank you for sending those to us. This Pinot is fantastic. We're going to get on with the rest of the show with a little bit we like to call
wine, beer, spirit, or pop culture reference. I'm going to go around the horn after I give these folks a term, and they're going to give their bestest to see if they get what I have picked out for this week's term. All right. You guys ready?
Ready.
I have been ready since first call.
All right. This week's term is Smreka. Smreka.
Obviously, Smreka.
Smreka. All right.
Okay.
Can we get a spelling?
Oh, she knows how this works. Okay. This week's term is spelled Smreka. Smreka. All right, Jess, since you wanted to know how it was spelled, I'm going to give you first shot at this.
Oh, going with the guest first.
Oh, God.
Breaking with tradition.
I'm going to guess it's a beer term.
Usually a good bet with John.
Yeah, only because I don't know what it would be in pop culture. I've never heard about it in wine. Doesn't mean it's not a wine term. It has that European spelling, Bavarian kind of spelling. So I'm going to guess beer.
All righty. That's a good guess. Eccles, what say you?
That was John's code for it. That was a good guess, but no.
Okay.
Smreka.
How do you know I'm not being polite?
You could, because never mind. Smreka. Okay. I too have not heard this in the beer side of things, and this definitely does not sound like a wine side of things. If it's pop culture, man, I don't feel it could definitely be pop culture, some esoteric last name of, some new asteroid was found that's Smreka 32. But John's been doing this frequently lately. I'm going to say that this is a spirit, and this is some kind of Smreka. This is some kind of Eastern European mixed cocktail that he found or was served somewhere. I know that's pretty broad, but that's what I'm going to go with.
All right. That's a good guess. Good guess.
Thanks.
All right, Solomon. Last up, fire it away.
I see everybody moving in this general direction, but I just got to come out and say it, right? Every once in a while, John Ruyak likes to throw something out to his Croatian roots. Much like we are regaled with the story of his favorite dish, which is called chicken paprikash, at least once a year. What I would also say is Croatia makes some wonderful wines. And it's interesting because a lot of their wines are directly related to grapes with these weird names have very close relationships to other grapes that we're familiar with, right? So our Zinfandel might be their Plavak Mali, right? And in general, what's interesting is that this is one of those few Croatian words that is really transliterated from English, right? Smreka is also Merca, right? So this is a very Americanized French wine variety, sometimes known as Duruf, more popularly known as Petite Syrah, but the cousin that they grow in Croatia is called Smreka. And that's what it is. It is a wine term, John Riek. It's a wine term.
Okay, I'm going to tell you what it is, or I'm going to tell you how to make it, and then we'll decide what we really think this is, because this is kind of a trick question.
You!
Smreka is a fermented beverage made from juniper berries and water. The ending ABV on this is about 0.5% or similar to kombucha. So, what do we think this is? Is this a wine? Is this a beer? It's definitely not a spirit.
It seems like, well, it's a juniper berry. So I'm going to say, since technically it's fermented fruit, that would go in the wine category. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if we had to choose one,
it sounds like it's kombucha that tastes like gin, but we're going to call it a wine. Just because I want to win.
Technically call it a beer because it's not brewed per se. So let me tell you, here's the recipe, and I found this today. The basic recipe is 3/4 of a cup of organic juniper berries and 1 quart of water. Pour the juniper berries and the water into a quart jar. Cap it with a plastic lid or place parchment paper under a metal lid before sealing. Label it so you remember when you started. Shake every day and burp it every couple of days. Strain into a separate quart jar after 10 to 30 days. Adds other ingredients to taste. Bottle, label, and zvijeli. Enjoy.
This, like how you're describing that, this seems like a spirit to me. But
I mean,
it's the house of spirit.
This is fancy Pruno. That's what this is. So you squirt some ketchup into a Ziploc bag.
I think this has to be a pop culture reference at this point, because I don't think it's a beer, a spirit, or a wine. So
I think it's important to read what our friend Stub of one
I already put it up, but
or one beer says. Smreka is the daughter of 1980s one-hit wonder Martika of Toy Soldiers fame. You know, before Toy Soldiers, she was on Kids Incorporated, sir. Her first single is dropping in November. I am looking forward to that. You got to drink a lot of Smreka to listen to Smreka.
Smreka. How about that?
I'm just going to say everybody wins.
Yeah, everybody's a winner.
Everybody's a winner.
Everyone had fun.
Everybody's a winner except for John. John loses. Okay.